Hello, I just needed to do a response video to this Fight Club guy, because I saw that Gary did a reply, but it wasn't really good enough, so I thought I would, well, it was a good reply, but I wanted to do my little 2 bits too, actually, so, because this is just, I just can't believe it. Like, I'm surprised that people really reach for this spiritual stuff, you know. It just seems to me to be, they look really, like the needy type, you know, the type that really is just so afraid of dying, or are afraid of the absence of the world that they've become so attached to and in need of, that they will contrive these very complicated, or especially very, very simple viewpoints. So spirituality is an attempt at reducing mental noise and attempting to become harmonious with the world around you. Oh, loving and at peace and not attached and all this other crap. My goodness. Basically, you know, as I pointed out in one of my comments on his video, was, you know, you can have that luxury until someone gets between you and your food source, you and your group or your family, you know, whatever it is. It's whatever you want to not have taken away from you. Your selfish motherfucking primitive ape nature is going to take over pretty soon. It's going to take over in an instant. The survival instinct, all this disgusting truth about us, about what we are, it's going to come out. Not much too spiritual about that now, is there? No, there isn't. So I'm going to play the video and respond accordingly, as you know I will.
Do not God. This is Fight Club 2K11. I don't know really why I'm making this video, because every video that I post, you do not put it up or respond, but I'm going to do it anyway. I have a few problems with your position as a human. Your position, it seems, as scientific determinism, and you know, I can relate to how, you know, you have structured your life so much around this belief that you call truth or whatever, that you know, any attack on that is basically an attack on your existence. I can relate to that, and I can relate to the anxiety of uncertainty and the anxiety of the unknowable. But I'm not prepared to put myself in a position to claim truth and to influence annihilation of other...
Well, it's just so simple. I mean, I don't see any mystery going on. You know, it's like the argument about God. It's like asking for an explanation for something when you already have an explanation for each cause in and of itself. You know, like, every cause has its explanation between itself, between it and the next thing that it causes. You're asking for, well, why are all of the causes causing each other? That's an irrelevant question to ask, and it's a lie to say that you don't know what's going on in between each cause as a mechanism. You know, we've already uncovered much of that. You know, there's really only so much you can do with this whole human thing. We're designed to eat, shit, fuck, and sleep. You're just trying to jazz it up with all of this. I don't even know what the fuck this is. Some kind of
ideas and other interpretations in which we can have no way to see the outcome. And what I mean by that is, the scientific revolution came about mostly as an irrational reaction to religion. Without the
what was irrational about it? Focusing on what we can see, observe, measure. Focusing on the things before us in this matrix I don't see what could be said about that. That is irrational. And it's not so much about your perspective. It's more about just observing and reporting. This is very simple. 2 eyes, a mouth, hands moving, able to grab, manipulate. It's not as varied as you want it to be. It's not an infinite vortex of new and exciting explorations. It's a lot of redundancy, a lot of predictability, and when it becomes clear that that's what's going on, it's not that hard to judge it and to ask is the price being paid, which is suffering. Is that a good counterweight to the benefit? The benefit isn't even real though. It's transient. So the whole thing is just a big joke. Many people have said, even your spiritual authors, they say life is a cosmic joke. Or a dreamlike state, almost, because it's so seemingly real, and yet it can be gone in an instant. You can be dead tomorrow. So why would you subject someone to dying again and again and again? Why would you keep recreating human beings? I know that I'm not talking about reincarnation. I'm just saying, why would you throw new victims on the ride when we've already seen people live out these roles again and again and again? They've done the same things, pretty much. I mean, the modern housewife is only more convenienced now than she's ever been. Is that the goal? Is that worth anything? I can't think of what that's worth.
Religion there, who is to say that we would have anything close to the amount of science that we do have now? Everything is so interdependent that it's really hard to take such a concrete stance without considering the possibility that you are smashing other possibilities that could better the world.
Right. Better the world. So we clean up some of the messes, which are humongous. I mean, how many people are living on $1 a day? How many people commit suicide every year? It's like 1 million. All of this, there's so much, that's just not even the crust of it. I'm not going to get into all the shit that's wrong in this world. If you dig a little bit, it's right in front of you. Just open a newspaper. Watch a documentary about the environment. Learn a little bit about human psychology and the way that they are selfish and almost evil in intent, willing to do what it takes to survive. And what it takes is often brutalizing and harming others to steal their energy. Oh, God, I can't remember what the rest of what I was going to say on that, but...
Better the universe, better humans. With that being said, I just have a few questions for you. They're not super analytical questions or anything. I mean, they're pretty reasonable questions, I think, for someone in your position. And I think, there is a call for you to answer this, and especially to address your own, and not just yours, but the world's internal conflict. There's an internal conflict going on within people, within the world.
I don't think he has one. I don't have one. The people that have come to this conclusion about what life is and have rejected it, they're not having an internal conflict. I'm not having a bad day to where I can just somehow trick myself into seeing it in a lovely light. Seeing it. Oh, I see the light. I see the road.